Okay, so we're working on color switching. So for your last stitch in the round, you're going to do everything but the last part. So normally if you're doing a stitch, you would do this, and then you would yarn over, and you would pull that through those 2 loops, and that would be the end of your stitch. But since we're doing a color switch, we're not going to do that. With your color stitch yarn, you're going to go ahead and get your tension wrapping it around your fingers. Okay, now you're going to just do a little loop, and you're going to pull that through both of your loops, and then for your next stitch, you're going to yarn over both your white tail and your red tail. Now there are a few ways to make this color change a little bit cleaner looking, but they're more advanced methods, so I might do another video for those to make it a little bit cleaner for you, but I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner that's never done a color change before, because they get trickier. You have to like keep track of which yarn is going where a little bit more, because you're using both colors for a little bit longer. So for beginners, what we do is we just make this spot the back, so that where there's that skipped, where the line isn't perfectly straight. Hi Lucy, I hope you enjoy my kitty cameos here. Where the, I really did not wait long enough for my nails. Where that uneven spot is, you're just going to put that in the back. And so once I start my red for my pills, I like to go ahead and do my face, because it just, and you can do your face, oops, before you do your color change with your red. It just helps me if I can do this and I can visualize it a little bit better where my red is going to be, so I can do my face like right in this area. Okay, and one other thing I like to do when I'm doing a color change, so because I have tiny humans who like to fidget and pull at everything, these 2 strings, you know, I showed you how to work over it. You're going to then pull this to the side. You're going to work over that white one more time, and then you're going to take those 2 pieces, because they're not coming out of that same stitch anymore. Hey Lucy, please stop hitting my hand. And you're going to tie them together, because then that makes sure that color change spot is not gonna come undone, hopefully, even with tiny little fingers fidgeting with it. And that's the little spot I was talking about. Okay, so now it's time for us to start decreasing. So because we did, to close it off, you're going to basically do the opposite of what we did to make it. So our last row before we started doing our single crochets was 3 single crochets and 1 increase. So for this row, we're going to do 3 single crochets and then a decrease. So let's start with our 3 single crochets, and then I'll show you how to do a decrease. And you can say hello to my kitty, who swears the second I start talking, I must be calling her over. Okay. So there's our 3. And now to do a decrease, you're going to go into just 1 single loop of the next one, and 1 loop of the next one. So you see how I did that, those next 2 stitches, and this will decrease those 2 stitches into 1 stitch. Okay, and then we're going to do 3 more, oops, 3 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Loop, front loop, yarn over and pull it through both, yarn over and pull through both, and there you have it.